that's really the question, isn't it? Should you just give up on your goals? Let's get set up. So, you know, I've been doing these videos for a little while now, and they rarely ever go as planned. I come on here, I share some well-intentioned but poorly planned goals, then hope that my public proclamation will somehow be the motivation I need to get things done. So this time we're gonna do things a little bit differently. A reset, if you will. Honestly, at this point, I'm just tired of being a liar. And if you are too, this video is probably for you. But before we dive into the mini reset, let's do a quick recap for those of us who are new here. Welcome or welcome back, Taryn and Allyssa here. So where the life updates were concerned, we left off in January, and I gave y'all a bunch of goals for my year so far. As you may recall, I had a general theme for the year: document, learn, and grow. Hearing it back now, 7 months later, it sounds real cheesy. I think I said it was cheesy then too. I don't think I really knew what that meant. Like, I said it and I feel it in my spirit, but I didn't actually make a system to make sure I was doing that. So while this video I think definitely falls in the documentation realm, I haven't been able to make like a database, I guess, of the things that I've done and learned and felt like I've grown in this year. Next, for the influencer business goals, and I had some lofty ones. First, we have reached 20K people per month across all platforms. It's not where we're at. Set up no systems for that. We have collaborate with at least 10 creators and entrepreneurs. This one we've been hammering away at. I don't know why I'm laughing so much. And I think I'm somewhere around 5, which is good for the halfway point. Next, we have grow my Instagram audience to 6K. Boy, as you all know, Instagram has been doing its own thing. It is on one. There are so many carousel posts about how Instagram is just royally messing up when it comes to knowing what its users want. And that has really been messing with the way the algorithm has been playing in this last month or so. It's not even the algorithm, it's me. I am just burnt out on the platform. TikTok, we've seen some growth, and so across both of those platforms I have hit the 6K mark, but not exactly what I stated back in January. The last very, very lofty goal on the list, you know, was pretty ambitious. And again, no real system or plan. You're noticing a theme. Make $12,000 through my brand. And thus far, I have made a total of $600. So it's not really going well. There's still a lot of year left, but I don't know where that extra income is going to be made up in this business. But, you know, that $600 was from my highest paid brand campaign so far. And those went live in January. I'll put that up there. And it was for a good cause, you know? We are still in a drought, California. Save that water. Moving on to February, I did mention some TikTok growth, and I decided I was gonna be on a mission on TikTok to post every day. And I did do that for maybe about a month or two, and saw some progress there. Like I said, I did grow my audience to 3K over there, so I was pretty excited about that. And I started taking weekly screenshots just to kind of track my growth. I guess I am documenting a little bit as I go. Over on Instagram, I shared my creators to watch for Black History Month. While I didn't necessarily collaborate with folks like one-on-one for something, I didn't think about this till just now, but it definitely counts as part of my collaborating with other creators, and if so, we've knocked the number 10 well out of the park. This is also the same month that I did a photo shoot for a bag company, Lori. A wonderful photographer named Emily hit me up letting me know that she was doing a brand shoot and they needed a few more models, and so I was able to I guess get some credit, some street cred as a model. That was kind of a cool experience. I'll insert some pictures here. I do have footage for a behind the scenes video, so if anyone ever cares to see it, let me know, because you know I'll post it. This is also the month I kind of solidified my vision for the year and talk to y'all through my vision board creation process, and this year we made it digital so I could carry it with me everywhere. I still love the one I made, you know, a year or so ago, but unfortunately, you know, gotta start fresh. Fortunately, unfortunately, you gotta start fresh each year. My camera died midway through that, but I think we're in March. In March, she didn't quite go as planned. At this point in my 9-to-5, work was chugging along, moving a little slow, but generally I was enjoying my schedule of working from home a few days a week and going to the office a few days a week. On the influencer front, I had planned to do my Women Crush Wednesday series, and I did, but not quite to the same degree as last year. I was honestly a bit late with asking folks to participate and ended up having 2 people who postponed / canceled, but the ones I did do, I honestly loved. Moving into April, an update I know we all want, a wedding update, yay! So in April, we had decided on our venue, and at this point I'm not gonna reveal it just yet. There will be a wedding vlog. I have been filming this entire process, so anytime we have a meeting or, you know, just random conversations about the process, I'm just documenting. I was making fun of myself for being cheesy, but I guess I am doing what I said I was gonna do. I gotta give myself more credit. Maybe that's a goal for next year. Anywho, the venue is paid for, and this is the most money we have ever spent in our entire lives. Now don't get me wrong, I'm excited. I'm excited. Can't wait. But it is crazy expensive, and this industry is out for every dollar. And as you probably know, 2022 is the year of the wedding, and baby, I am a bridesmaid, not once, not twice, but thrice this year. And in April, I went on a lovely bachelorette weekend. The vlog is linked up here if you want to watch it. San Diego was a beautiful, beautiful place to be in April. I got a little sick on the trip, you'll see. But overall, I had a fantastic time celebrating my girl Spinner. There she go, look at her. Moving into May, that photographer that slid into my DMs, little did she know she'd be getting me some more work. So this time, I'm getting my modeling feet wet on the runway.
That's it, I'm famous. Don't talk to me.
With the modern day wife. I have actually another vlog I need to post coming soon about this whole adventure. This is my first ever influencer event where I've been invited as a co-host. I had a discount code to the event, the whole 9 yards. It was definitely an interesting experience. I don't want to spill too much tea in this video because it's not about that, but make sure you're subscribed so that you don't miss out when I do drop on that video, in case you're an influencer who's maybe been invited or wants to be invited to an event like that. And another celebratory moment in the influencer business, I also celebrated my 4-year mark of being on YouTube and just giving this influencer thing a go. I sometimes can't believe that I've been doing this for so long. On the one hand, I don't feel like I have too much to show for it in terms of tangible things, but there's a lot that I've learned about myself and just about the world through this process. So definitely a milestone to celebrate. So earlier I mentioned a switch up for me, and I am losing my lights. I'm gonna try to talk faster. I mentioned some change coming down the road, and in May I was temporarily moved in my 9-to-5 to being back in direct service work. So I went from making my own schedule, working from home 2 to 3 days a week, to in the office every day, staff and students. But it was only temporary, so I, you know, got my head in the game, decided I was gonna figure out how to see myself through to summer. Those kids definitely gave me a run for my money. Insert trash can on fire here. And in June, my situation went from temporary to permanent. Basically, this temporal was my next gig. Now earlier I'd mentioned, you know, not necessarily hitting the monetary goals I wanted to in my influencer business, but you know, the Lord has interesting ways of moving. And in this change from temporary to permanent, I also got me a sizable raise, one that allows me to hit my increase goal for the year in terms of my finances. That doesn't mean I'm giving up on my influencer goal, but you know, the Lord moves in mysterious ways. But June wasn't just about work, it was also about fun. I got to go to my second bachelorette trip of the year, all the way in Miami, Florida. Vlog coming for that too. Man, I got all this content and I just gotta edit it. Someone help me. Anyone looking for an editing gig out there? Anyone? I also got to go to my first wedding of the year. That San Diego bachelorette turned into a bride in June as well. So June was quite a busy month. So where does all of this leave us as we head into the second half of 2022? Well, it turns out that I didn't do as bad a job documenting my year and reflecting on it as I thought I did. But there's also still room to improve how I do this, and in making this video today, I kind of realized that. So for most of the goals I set this year, I'm gonna kind of stay the course. But I think what's going to be my next steps is to put some pen to paper and write out action plans for each item I have, starting with what I can do right now with what I have next. Keeping this checklist will also help me with my documenting of everything that I'm learning about and growing in, so it'll kind of give me a little bit of a receipt or paper trail. So in all, do I think you should give up on your goals? Not totally. But I think a recalibration or a mid-year reset is always a good idea, because the January you is not necessarily going to be the June or July you. And you want your short-term goals to really be based in something that is real for your context and reality right now. So for those of you who are feeling discouraged, especially my folks who are doing their 9 to 5 with their thing on the side, just know that you're not alone. Everyone needs to adjust for, you know, what's going on in their lives as far as their goals. And it's okay to not have it all figured out right now. But there's no need to give up. It's simply a redirection. Consider it a new path to reaching whatever your goal is. Even if that means extending your timeline because you have to balance having a wedding, or shortening your timeline because you realize that the thing you thought you loved, you don't love so much anymore. It's all just a game of trial and error, and those who win never gave up. So if you take nothing else from today's video, just please remember that growth takes time and energy. And the person you were 6 months ago isn't necessarily the person you are now. And I think that was part of the plan. I know I went into this video feeling kind of down and harsh, and I've honestly been putting it off because I felt like, what am I even gonna talk about? But as you just sat through this video, you'll see that there was plenty to talk about and plenty to celebrate and plenty to acknowledge. So use that as your reminder to count your blessings, but keep hustling for more. Thanks for sticking with me and hearing my progress so far in 2022. If you found this video helpful, don't be afraid to give it a thumbs up or leave me a comment. If you enjoyed this video, then you'll probably also enjoy my previous life updates video, which gives you a greater sense of what my 4 business goals are for the year. I go a lot more in depth in them on that video. And if not, check out this video that YouTube recommends. Thanks so much for watching. I'll see you in the next video. Bye-bye.